Thank you, Madame Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I'll start off today with two questions for you. How many books do you read in a week? How many books do you read in a month? Those are rhetorical questions, no need for hands to go up. Personally, on average, I read about one book a week. Why, you might ask? Because I'm a master escape artist. Buckle up as we explore the joys of reading together. First, I'd like to talk about the benefits of reading. From expanding vocabulary and conversation skills to enhancing mental health well-being and sparking your imagination, there are several benefits to reading. I will highlight 3 benefits that I personally experience, though as I'm sure you can imagine, there are many more. 1, reading reduces stress. I'm sure you've all heard that about a quarter of American adults feel they're too stressed, and that high levels of stress are associated with a variety of physical and mental health problems. Research by Seton Hall University has shown that 30 minutes of reading has the same ability to decrease stress as 30 minutes of yoga. 2, reading improves analytical and writing skills. Studies conducted by the University of California at Berkeley and the University of Toronto found that avid readers are significantly better at answering various practical knowledge questions, and they demonstrate superior critical thinking skills. Lastly, reading improves sleep. As an insomniac, I can testify to this one. A randomized trial conducted by researchers in the UK and Ireland found that reading a book in bed before sleeping led participants to feel their quality of sleep improved. Reading activates the frontal lobe and limbic system, helping you to calm down and relax. I have experienced all of these benefits, but the one that enhanced my childhood and has stayed with me to this day is imagination and entertainment. Reading has allowed me to escape to various worlds where I can and have lived vicariously through different characters. Let's take a journey down memory lane and join 10-year-old Georgina, who embraced reading as an escape from the tyranny of her annoying brothers. I have always loved reading, and when I was 10, I started my reading marathons, where one weekend a month I would sequester in my bedroom and read books all weekend long, only coming out for meals and to go to church. I embodied George from the famous 5 and devoured Roald Dahl, wishing I could be as courageous as Matilda in real life. My reading marathons improved my vocabulary and writing skills, but they also offered entertainment. It was the birth of the escape artist. Next, we'll turn our attention to 16-year-old Georgina, who was keen to complete her A-levels and explore the world. One of my favorite subjects was English literature, and I was one of the few kids in class excited by the reading list. Books such as Wuthering Heights, Jane Eyre, God's Bits of Wood, and Things Fall Apart, they enamored me to authors like Chinua Achebe, Charlotte Bronte, Jane Austen, and Ngugi wa Thiong'o. Believe it or not, I have these books on my bookshelf today. Reading these books enhanced my knowledge about the workings of times past, but also offered insights that were applicable to the society I lived in at the time, and dare I say, present society today in 2024. Now, as a grown-up, I spend several hours a week reading fiction for escape and entertainment. I believe in a past life I must have been a CIA or MI5 agent or a detective inspector with the Met Police in London, because I love reading thrillers like Midsummer Murders and the Gabrielle Allon series. But I also consume several autobiographies and historical nonfiction books that have broadened my knowledge and understanding of the Cold War and the impact it had on newly independent countries in Africa, the events leading up to and the consequences of the partition of India in 1947, and the factors and events that have influenced presidents, prime ministers, and other world leaders. A favorite genre of mine is fictional stories that leverage historical and current events to enable the reader to grasp the experiences of those who have lived through those events. I love this genre because I think it drives empathy, understanding, and helps minimize the othering of those adversely affected by those events, such as refugees. A Thousand Splendid Suns is an all-time favorite book of mine in this genre. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, today we've explored the benefits of reading that range from improving critical thinking skills, promoting self-care, and encouraging empathy. We've visualized how these benefits have manifested in my life, enabling me to become a master escape artist. Through reading, I've embodied the exciting lives of spies and detectives. I understand the pain, strength, and resilience of those fleeing war, and I carry the lessons that history has to offer. My reading habit is a sanctuary that centers me. I get to spend time with me. In conclusion, for those of you who have dropped the ball on your reading habit, I invite you to pick it up again and open your mind and allow the power of reading to capture your imagination, expand your knowledge base, and build character skills. Let's be escape artists together. Back to you, Madame Toastmaster.